Hey guys, welcome. So I ended up streaming a little bit sooner than I was expecting. I just jumped out of the shower and saw LLAP. Hold on, let's jump in this one. Nice pullback here. Got another fill around 60. Good 5-minute breakout. We got another 15 seconds in this 5 minutes, so keep that in mind. Gotta be a little bit careful there because it might have a little bit of that new 5-minute pullback that you often see with these kind of moves. So there's that nice little push, but I would like to take some profits here in this area. All right, took some profits. Let's see what kind of pullback we get. Anything below 65 to me is a buy. That was a lot of sell volume though. Nice push. So I took profits a little bit too soon in this at 70. Now it's at 74. Again, that's a lot of sell volume here. 5 minutes holding the candle really well. The last close. We could get continuation here. I'm going to be a bit more cautious. LLAP holding really nice. We got some good upside potential. $4 is big resistance though, and then maybe we'll see 550 or so if we break 4. So it looks like it's losing a little bit of steam here. Again, that was a lot of sell volume that popped up. And we're still in that new 5-minute candle as well. I would love a re-entry around 3.6 if possible. I'm not sure if we're going to get it. Still very strong right here. Wouldn't be surprised if it moved over 4. Literally just hopped out of the shower. I am red on another ticker though. I'll show you guys in a sec. Held again at 370. Closed the last minute is like 367 or so. Ten more seconds here and we'll have a new 1 minute pop up. So that's what I'm waiting for. Boom, there's a new high a day. I'm not sure if we're going to break that former low. So I'm waiting for any sort of pullback. Although this one's, this one's very strong right now. Pullback here. Still big support. Might see another hammer candle come in. Yep, there it goes. There's the hammer. Another 20 seconds in this minute. $377 critical spot. That kind of chipped away there for a sec. Constantly holding. This ticker is holding so well. 370. Look at that bid at 375. Again held. We could see it break over 388 here, but I'm going to be a little bit more cautious. Just going to put a low entry just in case it wicks out. Sometimes you see that. I'm not sure if it's going to happen on this ticker, but that bid is holding so well. Quick entry. Looking for a little bit more continuation here. Still holding this critical 73 zone. Still pulling back though as well. Volume could be a little bit more. nice bid down there. Looking for that move back over 3.8 and then a new high a day. Not sure if we'll see it, but 5 minute is still very bullish. New 5 minute popping up in a second here. Bid at 369, getting chipped a little bit. Just kind of watching here, seeing how the level 2 is behaving. Not very strong sellers, but you never know. Cut some size. Maybe we'll get a last pop here, but I just removed some size just to take some risk off the table. It could pop over 72 any second, and I'm kind of expecting that to happen. But in the end, trading, the name of the game is risk management, so I had to take some size off the table. Cutting the rest there. Gave back about half my profits, but that's fine. Unfortunately, LLAP didn't give us more continuation. A little sad. But you know, that's the market we're in, and you have to expect that. So there we go. Maybe it's gonna pop again. Who knows? You never know. So I'm pretty much break even for the day. I made 300 on LLAP, then I just gave back half, and then FWBI I'm down 100 on. So no real big success today. You could see on FWBI, this one broke out, pulled back, and then just kept selling off. With LLAP, you know, we were at least able to nail this one move, and look at that, there was no bounce off the 9 EMA, zero bounce there, so I basically just went ahead and closed that position. As painful as it is, especially to give back, you know, so much profit percent-wise, but still, also, I think that was actually my biggest trade of the day, but that's how it goes sometimes. It is what it is. We'll see if we get any more momentum. Yeah, it's nasty how LLAP just slowly dies off. EFSH being called out. Quick pop here from Mason in the Discord. By the way, guys, I'm in the anyone on YouTube, I'm going to always call out tickers first on the Discord. So if you want always basically the latest, quickest ticker, just check there. Especially if I'm away from computer, so if the away from computer screen's up, I'll always have my phone with me, but in the Discord. Yeah, so far LLAP is still dying off on us, which is a little bit sad. We got SXC popping up here, but I don't really see anything too interesting on this one. This is actually a great reminder of why we stop out at tickers. I mean, absolutely phenomenal reminder. At first it's like, maybe it's going to do it. I mean, you guys saw how even I had huge confidence here it was going to break over 4. I was like, when I was selling it, I was basically saying, I really think it's going to pop over 4, blah, blah, blah. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't average down. I cut my losses, because if you average into losers, that's how you have big losers. If you average into winners, that's how you have big winners. Right now, obviously, averaging into winners is very tricky because there's a lack of continuation. So oftentimes you make a nice solid 5% winner into a break-even, trade, or cutting it for break-even, because there's just not that continuation in this market. So I'm usually more like, get in and then get out, as opposed to get in and then size it, keep sizing it, which I would do in a hotter market. But definitely don't average into losers. At least that's not my strategy, and I know many big traders out there would all iterate the same kind of advice, I guess you can call it. I'm not sure. Trading style, maybe. all quiet here on the Eastern Front. So I'm thinking maybe we'll get another wave of action around 8:30 or so. So that's what I'm going to be keeping an eye out for. I mean, hopefully a little bit sooner. All right, I'm going to step away for a bit, and I'll come back fairly soon, that's for sure. All right, hold up here. We got ENSC moving 75,000 shares. It's a little bit light on the volume. ENSC. But let's keep watching it. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. This is one of those tickers that could, you know, keep pumping up that volume, and then before you know it, it's a really nice ticker. So 1,000 shares potentially ready to go. It's a huge bottom bounce potential. This is kind of reckless, this ticker. Found support. Trying to get a fill here. Got a little bit more shares. Be happy to jump in again. Found a bit more support there. Oh, missed my entry. Jumping in on this one. Looking for that rip higher here. Tried twice, failed both times. Possible one more round. This ticker is a little bit crazy in terms of trying to actually get a good view on it. Looking for that move over 123. First 30 seconds held, that's always a good sign. It's a major bottom bounce, this ticker though. I like how there's over 100,000 shares in green volume. Looking for that last pop here over 28. Stopping out. Going back in. Looking for that move. It's wow, that's really annoying. 20, still a lot of resistance. Stopping out again. Oh, this ticker is tricky to trade with that. With VWAP kind of messing things up a little bit. Looking for a possible re-entry. The move I was looking for. Could have re-entered maybe a little bit quicker, but I don't know. It's a very light volume breakout, but it's still not a bad move here. 6% or so. Man, could have been something. Strong pullback there, huh? Nice little retest off 9 EMA. I was just a hair too late on that one. That's fine. Another bigger sell-off. 11. Let's try to get a little bit of size here. Kind of messed that one up. Let's see if we can get that last pop. No. I wanted 1,000 shares. Still crawling higher. Nice. Could have got me back green, but I didn't get my 1,000 shares that I was looking for. So it actually ended up bouncing again here. I'm not a big fan of doing the same trade twice. I kind of did that 9 EMA bounce. So it would have worked for sure. Hmm. Still a bit of a waiting game here. I think we might get some activity picking up right around 8:30, so I want to be attentive for that mark for sure. We'll be paying attention. Actually, look at this here, coin. Something interesting on the daily. This one really needs to pick up and hit over 73. Otherwise, I'm cutting this position. A little unfortunate, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it if we don't really get more continuation on that one. In terms of, let's see here, what did I want to pull up? Move this over. This one kind of got stuck here. $8.27. I'm keeping an eye on the watch list. Let's see what's going on. So year to date, the markets, NASDAQ down 11, S&P down 4 to 4,000, 11,000, 32, almost 33,000, 29%, 18.9% respectively. Wow. Although I got to say, that's a pretty solid recovery that we haven't really seen. Well, we've seen some nice dead cat bounces, but we've been on a pretty strong recovery. So these numbers were much worse at the lows. LLAP, really quick here, it's back above VWAP. I think it's worth watching. Let's see how well it holds here. That was a decent volume breakout. Just gonna keep an eye on this one for a second. It's already crawling higher. Let's try to get this breakout here. Otherwise, if it slows down, I'm stopping out. I'm gonna stop out. I did not want to slow down. I wanted quick resolution, and unfortunately we didn't get that. Oops. I bought at 5.7, sold at 5.6, so I lost a cent a share. $10. found another little support zone here off the 9 EMA. Let's see if this area holds. Still struggling. Let's see if we can crawl back above. No, it's just weak. It's a little unfortunate. Closing for break even or maybe a small loss. There's buyers there on 122. Look at that. That's a nice bid. I'm not sure if we're going to hold though. I'm stopping out. $5 loss. So I gave back 15. Just now thinking maybe we'll see some continuation. Unfortunately, we didn't. Bitcoin down 55% year to date. Meta down 70%. I think Meta is really the crazy one here. Oh wow, now it's a 97. You know, I was talking about possibly buying Meta pretty soon here. In last stream, we were talking about this 80 zone, $75, $80. If we see another big sell-off, I'm going to be looking for a dead cat bounce on Meta for sure. In terms of coin, I'm a little bit nervous about our coin position here because the sell-off was a little bit bigger than I was expecting. We had about a 9% pullback. Maybe we'll get a pump higher, but again, I don't really want to see this one kind of capitulate today, and I feel like we might see that. Let's see here. The 3rd is Thursday, and that's when our earnings are going to come out. So I kind of want to close this position ideally before then. I don't know. We'll see what happens today, but there's a small chance I'll probably end up closing coin today. Just kind of want to let you guys know. It kind of really depends how it behaves. I'm a little disappointed that we had a multi-day pullback. I was really thinking we would see more of like a one-day pullback and then continuation. So it's not really good to see this kind of lagging here. Really quickly, the SPY. And this is also a reason for that because the SPY has been really, really strong breaking higher. And I was kind of hoping that coin would follow that. And so far it's, you know, starting to deviate a little bit too much for me. In terms of the SPY, today it's going to be a little bit of a gap down day, potentially, if we don't, you know, hold this zone and pop higher pre-market. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some continuation at the market open at some point. And see maybe it move to 400. That's what I'm looking for. We haven't worked on a meme yet today. I think that we're probably overdue for a meme. Anyway, what's up, guys? How's everyone doing? It's Monday morning. You know, today's Halloween, right? I think when we were streaming like crazy, I think we had a Halloween costume competition, didn't we? I think that was our 2nd year of streaming. the two arguments for affirmative action. Let's see here. The pro-affirmative action camp, which includes university and business groups, argues that diversity in higher education would decline in race-neutral admissions process due to ongoing discrimination against Black and Hispanic students. Plus, there are centuries of racial harm that still need to be rectified, they say. UNC didn't admit Black students until 1955, and when those students arrived, they encountered a campus full of statues commemorating segregationists. Harvard and UNC are violating civil rights laws by treating people differently due to their race. Yeah. Affirmative action is in itself a racist policy. It's like fighting racism with racism a bit. By discriminating against white and Asian American applicants, this group bringing both challenges before SCOTUS. Supreme Court of the United States, by the way, is led by one man, Edward Balaam, who calls himself a one-trick pony in his quest to end racial classifications in public policy. Yeah, it's really like you can make both arguments sound really good, I think, very quickly. Be interesting to see what happens. Oh, what happened here? Were killed in a crowd crush. Nightlife district Saturday night. Wow, 153 people? That's insane. And a crowd crush. What's a crowd crush? Is that where just people are too packed together? Surged into an alleyway. It's literally a crowd crush. That's crazy. This is pretty crazy. Busy week for the economy. Let's see what's going on here. Is that what's going on Friday? The report's coming out. Let's see here. Tuesday, Jolts jobs, press conference, interest rates decision on Wednesday. Thank God that's at 2 p.m. Thursday. And then Friday, unemployment rate comes out. Oh, man. So much macro lately. This stuff used to not really matter. Those were good times. Let's see here. Daylight savings time, by the way, already happened in Europe. So for 1 week, I'm going to be only 5 hours ahead of New York Eastern Standard Time, which is very weird. Throws my schedule off a little bit. It's kind of funny. It's always a nice little switch it up, I guess. World Series in Philly. Three hours and 10 minutes runtime. It's okay to go pee, Cameron says, the director. Now I don't get why they just don't have intermission. Like, why don't they just pause the movie at 1.5 hours or 1 hour and, I don't know, 35 minutes if you want to make it perfectly in the middle, or whenever there's a good time to make a break, and just let people go to the bathroom. Why do we have to wait 3 hours to go to the bathroom? You know, that's stupid. Intermissions are amazing, and I think they would actually help movie theaters get more sales. Like, I would go to the bathroom, knowing I can go to the bathroom, I would buy more because I could, like, drink whatever I want, maybe a couple beers, and not have to worry about, you know, missing the movie. And I know I can buy even more beers halfway through. That's amazing. Wow, that's some reckless stuff going on over here. Chinese hopping fences. Oh, that's a good Halloween costume right there. That is good. I like that. Top Gun. Minimum points deducted for lack of mustache. I will mention. 132 people died when a pedestrian bridge collapsed in Indian State. Oh wow, that's hectic. Cars kill more pedestrians on Halloween than any other day of the year. Yikes. We got a runner here again, LLAP back above VWAP. I'm not sure how excited I am going to be about this one. We'll see how it goes. All right, who's trading LLAP right now? Possible move over 3.6. Let's see what happens. Still a little bit hairy for me personally. Mainly because we keep getting rejected here in this area. Maybe we're going to have a pop higher. I'm not sure if it's going to hold its high. At least the volume's increasing. That's usually a good sign. I would be extra skeptical if we were getting no increase in volume. I'm going to go ahead and at least stand up here. Maybe we'll get a little bit of action around 9 a.m. EFSH popping up. Nice call there, Chandler. Good breakout. Holding. 5 minute. New minute popping up. Got a lot of resistance at around the 8. Wow, it just keeps running there. EFSH could be good. A little light volume though. 5 minutes still breaking higher. 2, 5, and $3. Big time resistance on this one. $3 specifically. 2, 4, so even more interesting. So we'll see how this one holds up. I'm not crazy about the move so far. I would like to see a bit more volume, but maybe that's still going to come. We still got 2 minutes in this 5 minute breakout, so we got a little bit more opportunity. The spread here on EFSH is a little bit on the higher side for sure. Small size there. Whoa. Popped higher. Quickly sold off. That's a lot of sellers. I'm just going to take profits on this one. Maybe we'll do a re-entry. It was kind of weird how it wicked right up and then flashed right back down again. So I do want to be a bit cautious about that. The 66, pulling back again. Let's see, a small entry there. Where we got a new 5 minute candle popping up very soon. Oh, that's a lot of sellers. Cutting some of that size. Re-entry possibly. It's kind of hard to want to trade this one too aggressively, to be honest. Still some decent sellers on it. New 5 minute popping up. Let's see how well this area holds. Maybe not popping up as strong as one would hope for. Cut some of that size. Was hoping for a little bit more of a push there, but you know, the first 30 seconds actually held better than I expected. Let's see how it moves here. Now it's at 63, 64. Could have maybe walked away with a better exit. Very sketchy here, but as long as it didn't break that critical 2-6 zone, it actually wasn't all too shabby. I ended up closing this one at 64, 61, and 60. It did break that zone, but it instantly found buyers. Do you see that? How it found buyers right away? It's actually a bullish sign, but tough. It's really hanging out in this area a little bit too long. Now it's crawling back the former 5-minute candle, so I don't know. It's not really my favorite kind of setup here. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, back at it. Let's see what we get. I'd be nervous here because EFSH is really slowing down. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe it had a little bit of pop higher, got some people on the wrong side, and then flushed here. I don't know. It's a little bit hard to read at this point, besides just looking very weak. So for me, it's a no-go, and I think it's too risky that it's just going to die below 2.5. Maybe it's going to recover, who knows, but it's just not an A+ setup anymore. Maybe it never really was, although there definitely was some potential originally when it was, back above VWAP. So we'll see. Yeah, see, there's that sell-off that I was kind of nervous about. It did end up holding. There was a little bit of recovery there, but finding a little bit more support around VWAP, but to me it's still a no-go. A lot of this is just, especially pre-market, is just kind of waiting for the right setup. I mean, even after the market opened, it's still kind of similar situation with it, just waiting for that right setup. So you just got to be, patient. similar news that we were reading, but wow, this time with pictures. How old is Dolly Parton? Wow, there's some big disasters that happened all around the world. I'm watching LLAP, FWBI, and EFSH right now, my second screen, all of which don't really look so exciting. SPY is gapping down a bit, so that's not too great. We'll see how we kind of go forward from here. At the moment, I'm just kind of waiting for kind of something to heat up a little bit. It is 8:57, so I'm kind of expecting something to pop up. Wow, 100 people were killed in the car bomb attacks in Somalia's capital. This is crazy. It's just one massive event after another. India, Korea, Somalia. Ooh, EFSH just had a big sell-off. Yeah, it finally broke that really critical zone. This time a little bit more intense. Look at that footage from the bridge collapse. Reckless. With a quick recovery on EFSH. A little tough to kind of want to go about trading these tickers at this point, at least in this choppy action. So sometimes for me, best if I don't over stare at these tickers. Otherwise, it's, you know, you could trip over yourself very easily. So I oftentimes just try to distract myself. I think that's usually the best thing to do. There we go, EFSH popping up a little. Nice pop there, not too shabby. 5-minute new high, just about. At least it's over the close of the last 5-minute candle. Watch out, it's a bit of a ranging breakout though. It's a little bit tough. I wouldn't be buying this one too high. Look at this hardcore glare we got going on in here. $65, seeing some resistance. or some support. This is a tough zone to want to buy this one, mostly because it's crawling down the last 5-minute candle right now. Let's see if we can get a little bit of support on it around 60, and then see if we can get a continuation back higher. I don't feel super comfortable sizing that much yet. Wow, that was a really quick move right there. I'm gonna cut that one just because that pullback was really strong. I did want a bigger size though, but that's fine. Just a quick little $30 right there. Nothing too crazy. I'm not in love with this ticker, so I'm going to keep doing small size until I find a little bit more of a flow on it. Nine o'clock here, so we did have that 9 a.m. little push, actually it was like more like a almost 9 a.m. and then it pulled back at 9 a.m. Oh well. Still slow, very slow. $14 billion buyout deal with Emerson Green Tech. Eurozone inflation rate rises to 10.7. That's pretty heavy. Man, imagine being in Ukraine right now. I feel like you just never know if something's gonna blow up near you, or hopefully not on you. It's really uncomfortable, to say the least. Do we have another Elon Musk who can do to Meta and Google what Elon did to is about to do to Twitter? That's so good. Well, here you can see a little bit of an uptick, possible bottom forming on crypto in the crypto market here, in Bitcoin specifically. So let's see if we get maybe a little bit more action. But wow, the sell-off in the crypto market has just been pretty insane. Almost what it feels like. Total loss of interest is really what it feels like. Look at that nice little pop on EFSH. So we actually end up making a little bit of a bull flag here. This ticker is a little bit tricky to trade because it pops and then kind of dies out a little bit. It is somewhat arguably on a new high here, but it's not exactly a high that I would be crazy about trading, just because we still have a lot of, we're kind of stuck in this little bit of a range here with the top around 2.8. Still very slow out there. Ethereum nicely popping higher over a major 180 SMA resistance zone. Although we have had these little taps before, so I wouldn't be surprised if we died off. I just want to see like how long can we hold above this 180 SMA. See how good we could do. Litecoin's really having a hard time. Similar with Solana, also having a very hard time. Although I gotta say, maybe it looks like it bottomed out for once, right around here in the 28 zone. I don't know, it's super hard to say. And then we did buy some ETH, small amounts. But I bought it here, sold here, rebought here, but this one's going down. I have like $1,000 in this one, but it doesn't look so interesting. Next holiday is going to be, I think it's on the Thursday, so Thanksgiving, so on the 24th. So if it's Thursday, so that means Thursday is going to be off. So I'll probably take Friday off as well, depending what's going on. I might take Wednesday off. That'd be really good if I was in the States, but I'm not going to be in the States this year for Thanksgiving, but that would be really, really nice. So basically make a 5-day weekend out of that one is what I would do. All right, hold up. Look at this one. EFSH popped up again. Nice little move there. But higher price with lower volume is never a great combination. A little bit of divergence there. Definitely a few trades you could have squeezed out of this one. Peggy back at short squeeze candidate number 1. We haven't traded Peggy in a while. That was a busy ticker. So now it's, I don't know, now it's kind of dying out again. What are our favorite peskies at? Let's quickly check. We haven't done any memes yet today. We kind of got to get busy here making some memes. Uh-oh, a little bit bigger sell-off. I'll have to look into that. Maybe it'll require another video. Still just trying to be patient, waiting for the right setup, so not trying to rush into anything.
People that maybe...
Did you guys see? Hold on, I gotta pull this up. I want to quickly click on it here. I just pulled it up. How do I move it over here? So Ross Cameron's, well, look at him, almost at a 1 million subs. Good for him. Look at this thumbnail here. Spooky live day trading. That's good. Love it. All right, let's go back out here and keep an eye on these tickers. So EFSH, FWBI, LLAP, SPY is luckily our index kind of crawling up here a little bit again. So I'm hoping it's going to be a bit more green. Also hoping for maybe coin for a move over 73. I'd probably think about taking some profits if it did. just because right around this area we had a big sell-off last time. So I'm not super optimistic on coin just at this exact moment in time. So I think on coin we'll end up probably taking some profits on this one. Maybe we'll get a move over this area. I'm not totally sure what will happen, but I don't like this kind of sell-off here. Wouldn't be surprised if, let's see, if it's going to be a slight gap up, move higher. I just wouldn't be surprised if it ended up not holding this zone and actually pulled back a little bit more. Hard to say what's going to happen, but I don't like the fact that we've hung out in this area for so long, or at least as long as we did. So it makes me a little bit nervous on this one. Let's actually go to the 5-minute chart here. That's what I wanted to do. So if we can break, let's actually go to the 15-minute. If we can go and break above some of these major resistance zones and really hold this area, that'd be nice. Otherwise, I think I'd be stopping out. If we break above it and then we start kind of fizzling off, I'd also stop out. So if we like break above, I take profits and we sell off, I'll probably end up buying around 70 again. So that's also another option. We'll see what happens. EFSH back here. So this one's holding pretty good. Much better than I was expecting. We might get a little bit more continuation out of this one. Pre-market's a little bit like a grinder, but if a ticker is grinding pre-market, sometimes it ends up being really good after the market opens. Just like if a ticker is over trading pre-market, they tend to do really bad at the market open. So definitely worth keeping our eye out for some good situations, some good trades on EFSH into the open. And I will just go ahead and put a sell order on coin for now around 75. Just to have it. Again, I don't know if we will maintain it, but just to have the order there, just in case there's a really strong morning open. Big zone to break those around 74. I'm not sure if we'll break that. It's trying again here. So yeah, it's very grindy. Tom's saying that QNGY from yesterday or Friday is gapping down. Yeah, that's pretty rough. 85%. Wow. So this is typically what you see when there's an offering. And this is why you want to be very careful holding these kind of small caps overnight, because they're usually doing something really shady in the background. A lot of resistance on this ticker right around $3. EFSH is picking up a little bit of steam. I like the fact that it's got increasing volume. I just find this price action to be very, very grindy. So again, I'm not crazy about trading it right now. I'm gonna grab a sweater for the market open. It's getting a little chilly in here. Be right back. Today's my longer fasting day, and I'm already ready for dinner. What time is it? It's 2 p.m. right now, my local time. Still not seeing anything too interesting. I'm constantly looking around. We obviously have our scanners here. I have my second screen with 6 tickers that I'm just observing all the time. And obviously I'll throw up the main ticker that I'm looking at or potentially about to trade or am trading in the middle screen right here that you guys see. QNGY. Yeah, this was a big winner from Friday. I would feel really uncomfortable in this market holding anything overnight. Anything small cap related. We had some big signs here that there were some major problems with QNGY. I mean, look at this just ridiculous sell-off here. 25%, that's insane. Strong rally here, 33%. But man, some of these dips on QNGY were definitely a little bit heavy. I didn't do my best trading on this ticker. I constantly thought that there was a lot of sellers on the ask. When I was rewatching the stream this morning, I was also a little bit distracted. We had a few other tickers popping, so I was a little bit scattered. But I never really edged into QNGY as much as I should have. I mean, this ticker had some really phenomenal moves from 9:30 till about 9:50 or so. Maybe you could even argue till literally 10 o'clock when you would have had that final potential loser here. But really nice price action, I gotta say. The 5-minute on QNGY was just so strong. Each good solid 5-minute breakout, constantly holding over the close of the last 5-minute candle until we got this huge shooting star candle right here. And this was the red flag. So this was at 9:50. So right in this area, we had this big move and then we pull back all the way and then a new 5-minute starts. And at that point, we're no longer making really new highs. We do get eventually a very large, more or less flat top breakout here, bull flag on the 5-minute, big solid breakout, and that was really that last run. This was at around like 10:45. After that, this ticker started really having some struggles. I'm usually never trading around 10:45. Sometimes I do. I would probably say like, I don't know, 10% of the year. Of the trading days, I'll be trading past 10:30, but it's usually not much longer than that. like actively trading, not just watching and documenting trades, like really doing trading after 10:30. Maybe even less, maybe like 7% of the time, but 10% could already come down like every other week, kind of. All right, be back one more time, and we'll see you guys for the market open. One sec. So into the open, I'm definitely going to be watching EFSH without a question. This ticker is really grinding along, and like I was saying before, I think it might turn into more of a hot ticker after the open. What else we got? LLAP. This ticker is really struggling below VWAP, so I'm not so interested in it anymore. If we see that move over 4, I'd probably jump into it pretty quickly, but I'm a little bit skeptical at this point. Maybe even a move over 3.5, I would even consider jumping into it as well. SONN doesn't really look so interesting anymore, unfortunately. Maybe we'll get some more action, but the volume is pretty much dead on this one. And then we have FWBI, which also stuck below VWAP, but it gave us some opportunities pre-market, although this one also died off. Basically popped up, died off, cut my losses. So this is actually my first trade on the day, FWBI. So we'll see what we get. Right now I'm just slightly green on the day, but it still overall kind of feels like a red day. Or not a red day, but just like nothing really happened so far, so more or less break even. And then we'll see what kind of opportunities we get. Mason's saying he's watching EFSH, LLAP, and BBBY. Interesting. Let's pull that one up. Bed Bath & Beyond. So it did have a little... Wow. Oh my God. This would have been a great buy around 430, 440, 450 even. Whoo. I didn't notice it was so down. So it's having a really... Wow. Look at that bounce. 426. Thing about BBBY is right now it's a little bit in a downtrend, and it's having that bit of a breakout, but I'm not sure if it's going to hold here. It still seems like there's some really solid resistance going on, so I don't know how I feel about BBBY, but yeah, who knows. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. Again, EFSH is the main puppy for me. Oh. HEC-D on EFSH is looking a little bit, but maybe I'll turn around. All right, wow, look at EFSH right before the open, just trying to give us a little bit of FOMO here. Sorting by dollar volume. EFSH breaking there around 3. Wow. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Big 5-minute breakout there in EFSH, and now we're having a 5-minute continuation. Wow. Whew. Still breaking higher. Good move there. 330, a lot of resistance here in this zone. Looking to see if we get a small entry. Doing small size, if anything, at first. I got 19 shares on accident. Well, not really on accident. Pulling back. Stop at 309. 315, moving it up. I want to see this thing continue here. Unfortunately, I stopped out of that one. That was so crazy. Big doji candle, so very small size. I was just seeing, you know, what kind of fills we're going to get on this one. Unfortunately, it didn't really look good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Coin just had a massive move for a large cap. 3%. What the heck just happened? All right, we'll let this one play out. My focus is on EFSH. I like what I'm seeing here on this ticker. So back to 1,000 shares. Let's see that break of 3-4. I would love this one to break 3-4. Then we have some really nice blue sky potential on this ticker. So let's see how well it performs. 320 holding support. 325 buyers there. Five minutes still holding. We got 3 minutes left in this 5-minute candle. This is still very strong here. 325. Let's see if we can get a small entry around 325. I'm going to close right now. Maybe 325 is going to break. It broke 324. Maybe we can get an entry here. Got an entry at 324. Still pulling back. Let's see that continuation. I want to see a move over 340 ideally. Getting another. I don't even have half size yet. There is a move. I was hoping we can get another fill there. Didn't get the opportunity for that. Possible break of 3-4. Pulling back. Try to get an entry there at 23. Got an entry. Unfortunately, pulled back all the way to 9 EMA. Cut. Stopped out on that one, so I bought a little bit too high. Poor trading there on my end is what it is. Let's see the possible break of 3-4 here. Wow, it's very indecisive ticker. Possible lower entry. Entry at 318. Still selling off. Possibly stop out at 12. If we break 12, I'm out. I'm gonna link these orders. Looking for that break back above 320. Taking that one. Not great situation here. It's kind of scratching me around a little bit, so it's not too great. Let's quickly take note of what's going on. LLAP selling off. That's really rough. This was one of our lead gappers. EFSH obviously holding this area, but it's a little bit choppy. We got a doji candle, pretty much near the high here, right below critical 3.5. So a little bit hectic, I would say. SPY had a red open, but just quickly recovered. FWBI, another lead top gainer, kind of selling off. So a little bit hectic, and we got GME for some reason popping up. So a little crazy across the board here for sure. A lot of activity. But I think without a question, EFSH is our lead gapper. So this is the one we want to be focused on. This is the one that needs all of our attention right now. Coin is just ripping, which is beautiful. 10%. That was a pullback on EFSH, 10%. We're still in the 5-minute, but new 5-minute just popped up. Now we're crawling back below the former 5-minute. So let's see how this one performs here. This is a critical support zone. Try to buy there. Support at 317 came in really strong. Let's see if we get another support. Looking for that move back above 25. I think I was just a hair too late on this one. Taking entry at 318. There was that large ask. Let's see if we can get a rip over 25. That's what I'm looking for. MACD still healthy. Looking for that move over 3.3 and then into 3.4. Smaller position size right now, just because it's not like an amazing setup and don't have the highest conviction yet on this ticker. We really need to be breaking over 325. Otherwise, I can't really hold this one too long. Still pulling back here. 5-minute could be a nice hammer candle setting up on the 5-minute, so that's pretty nice. Taking some profits with the intent of re-entering. Boom, missed my re-entry at 22. We're holding. It's pulling back again. Possible fill at 319. I like the fact that there's support on this ticker. Wow, you see that bid coming in there? Huge bid just piled up. 24 might get chipped away here. Looking for that move over 30, and then this one could be off to the races. Looking for that breakout. 28 getting chipped. Wow. Whoa, huge flush. Dang. I was looking for that move. I was like, boom, there we go. But it instantly sold off again. Tough ticker. Tough ticker here. Could have been a nice winner, but unfortunately not. So I actually ended up closing this one at 222. It's up at 3. I'm saying EFSH shaky. Yeah, dude, this ticker's shaky as heck. I'm freaking out trading this ticker. There's no reason it should have not broke 3.4 there. Now the fact that, you know, it was up over nicely over 225, nice hammer candle in the 5-minute, room to run. We already had a healthy pullback, ABC. So We had a huge bid pop up as well, and then instantly it just got sold into. So a little bit fishy for sure. Here we go, 3-4, possible break. Man, it just gets, every time it pops, it gets sold into. That is so uncomfortable. Closing my coin position. Right here, we're up 3,400 on this one. We haven't closed it yet. Let's just watch a moment longer. I thought we were gonna close it because it literally just popped up tier to 365 and pulled back right by my entry. I'm still watching EFSH on my second screen. EFSH trying here for the break of 340. Boom! There's the break of 340 on EFSH. Really nice. Let's see if it can hold. I'm watching EFSH on my second screen. Might go ahead and trade it. Found support of 40, 39. It's tough though in this zone. It seems like it's instantly giving back. I'll pop right back on it. I really don't like how this one just pops and drops. Doesn't really give you that confidence that you typically look for. Finding some support, critical support zone, looking for an entry at 29. A little bit late there on that one. I like the fact that we had a nice 5-minute here at 28. Some support. I don't like doing the same trade twice. I'm not going to do this one again just yet. MACD getting a little bit unfavorable. SPY also turning around just a hair here, but I might be finding some support. It's only 9:41, so I feel like things are still pretty early. Polnex says he thinks he's done. I don't blame you. I have yet to get one really nice move today. There were some opportunities, but I had some okay trades today, but I also gave back quite a bit of profits today as well. So Coinbase moving up again. So coin moving up here. We've been swing trading this one for a few days. I don't like the fact that it got really weak. EFSH just broke key support. Now it's fighting off the VWAP. Waiting here for a possible break over 75 on coin. Not sure if we're going to get it. I did like this push here. I like the fact that the SPY is having a healthy pullback. Bitcoin's having a healthy pullback. So maybe we'll see that move on coin. Now, again, if you guys are wondering why I'm looking at coin as well, it's one of my swing trades. And usually I'm not so focused on swing trading large caps, mid and large caps. But in this market where you have some really quality stocks that pulled back 80, 90%, I think there's easier money to be made looking at sometimes large caps right now as opposed to over trading, you know, crappy small caps. Small caps specifically that lack continuation, lack fall through, get sold into unnecessarily. So that's why I don't mind occasionally missing a move here and there. for some of these large caps because they just tend to be better risk reward at the moment. And again, coin is struggling right now too, but that's fine. Looking for that last move on coin. I like the fact that, you know, we broke this big resistance zone here at 74. I thought we were going to get that break over 75. This ticker literally looked at my limit order and just had a reversal. Anyway, we have a big shoulder right here. So this is oftentimes what I talk about. You want to look for shoulders. Here's a shoulder. So if we run into this zone, there's just going to be a lot of resistance in this area. So you can, again, kind of like 75, 20, this area. I'll just go ahead and mark that. A lot of resistance. So if we break this, I would probably end up taking some fairly quick profits into that break. So I'll put an alert here, see if we do break out on this one. Otherwise, I might actually end up closing this one. GME had a very strong move here over, wow, 14%, not bad. So it's above the 180 SMA, so that's a good sign. Let's go back to EFSH, which had that flush. So this one started struggling here. It was no longer a pullback opportunity because we were selling off and we already had that failed bounce. So at that point, I did not want to do a re-entry on this one. And I don't know, maybe we'll get another move on EFSH. I just don't think it's going to be just yet. I feel like maybe it's going to come up in, you know, 5, 10, 20 minutes. Maybe it's going to be that 10:30 a.m. pop. I don't know. SONN had an attempt. Wow, this one just started flushing, so not so nice. Anyway, happy to see everyone again in the Discord and YouTube. Happy Halloween, everyone. Is anyone going out like Halloween parties here on a Monday? Because it's a little bit dead from my network. It's like Monday parties isn't really a thing. At least I would not be able to confirm to a Monday party, unfortunately. Not right now. Well, I would probably come by for a bit, but it's heavy. It'd be like 9:30. I'm like, guys, I gotta go to bed. EFSH coming back here. It still has to crawl up that former 5-minute candle, so there's gonna be a lot of resistance there. But I gotta say, it did end up holding really well. It tried to sell off one more time, and support came in right away again, so that's very bullish. I'm a little bit bearish right now with what we're seeing on coin. Might even go ahead and end up closing some of this position. So I'll put an alert here if it pulls back any lower, and we'll take some profits off the table. That's fine. EFSH holding again, trying to do a little bit of a micro pullback here. Bigger sell-off on coin, doesn't look so good at the moment. So unfortunately, we aren't able to take those nice extra $800 of profit today. Let's see how this one performs. It's still selling off quite aggressively. Right now, it's just in a very strong downtrend. So it broke VWAP. I thought we were going to have a little bit of a retest here. So much for that. So again, this is a fairly large position size. So a little 3% pullback was about $800. This is a good reminder here that, you know, nothing's guaranteed to ever bounce. So you can see that big time resistance on this ticker right now. Solid downtrend. All right. Boom, done with our coin position. There we go. So locked in nice, like roughly $2.5 thousand, not too bad. But we were up around 4,000 on this ticker, but things have just gotten a little bit more bearish, and I didn't like the fact that we started stalling on this ticker. We kind of broke our uptrend a little bit, and just a lot of resistance right around here came in. So coulda, shoulda, woulda, maybe taking profits this market open a little bit quicker. I thought we were going to get a healthy pullback and the last continuation, but we really fell off a cliff on this pullback, so is what it is. Again, I'm looking to re-enter this one below 71.5, but I'll let you guys know if anything happens there, obviously in the Discord and potentially on the live stream here, so we'll see what happens. For now, I am out of my coin position. So pretty nice swing trade overall. Quick review on this one. I'll do my full review on Trade Journal, obviously, and I don't know why my trades are not popping up right now. A little bit annoying. Seeing if maybe, here we go. So we bought this one when the big support line right here, this big trend line, cracked, but it actually ended up finding support again. And then we took some nice profits here. This was a nice like 10% profit and pulled back. I went again for that last retest. We crawled higher. It was about a 20% profit. Unfortunately, we didn't take profits here, and then I literally missed that exit right here by a hair. So it was about like a 8 to 9% profit. But yeah, this run right here, 27% or so, absolutely beautiful. Could have done better on this trade for sure, but you just never really know. For now, it's selling off a little bit too much. Maybe it's going to find support here, so that's what I'm looking for. But for now, it's still selling off. Another big flush just happened, so gotta, it's no longer really doing my thesis. I thought my thesis here, I'll say it one more time, was basically a one-day pullback, maybe a 2-day, and then continuation. We didn't get that, and then my goal was basically to cut this position, ideally on a market rally, or not a market rally, but a morning rally, which we were this close to. Literally, we missed it by 1 cent. And now I'm just going to go ahead and close it, or now I just went ahead and closed it. So hopefully that makes sense, and I'd be happy to review it more if it doesn't make sense to anyone that's kind of curious. But yeah, still a nice little win. In terms of trading EFSH, I'm a little disappointed that this ticker kind of failed on us here. On the 5-minute, it is making a little bit of a bull flag. More so a pennant pattern. I'm not a big fan of pennants, so I've been constantly watching this one on my second screen. I don't know. I'm not really sold on this ticker at the moment. I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing on it. Do you guys see Clove? I was super excited about trading this one, swinging this one. Right down here too. We were talking about it a couple streams ago. So it had that nice little pop, 20% or so. But this one really just doesn't have the volume that gets me excited. So I don't know. I don't know how I'll go about it. I also don't know much about Clove as a company, so I don't have that commitment to trading or that conviction behind this one. I know Coin itself as a company is really good. I know that Brian Armstrong, the CEO, he's really one of those top tier A+ CEOs. And I know there's a lot of insider buying going on right now with Coin. So anyone that knows anything is buying Coin. So it's very comfortable to hold this one overnight. For Clove, I don't really know as much about the company, and I just don't feel as comfortable holding trading that one. It's a good thing we stopped out Ticker's still selling off quite a lot. So let's go. Okay, hold up. Looks like EFSH is a little bit back in action here. Possible break of that 27 zone. That would be a really big support. I'm gonna go ahead, do a small trade on this one, looking for that continuation. Possible break of 32. Struggling here a little bit. Come on. Boom, taking those quick profits. Nice little win. Not a big win. When I trade grinders, I like to trade in anticipation. Nice. Move over 40. Pulling back here. That was a strong pullback. Thought we could maybe get an entry on that one. I'm a little bit nervous this is going to be a failed breakout. I could have held that one a little bit longer. I sold at 33. Way too premature. So left profit on the table there. Let's see if we can get that move to 3.8. Wow, instantly it kind of did that. Popping higher, trying to buy some support. Why did I not get filled? I'm not sure. Let's see how this one behaves here. Whoa! I was a little bit nervous about something like that. I would have stopped out the second we didn't get continuation, but it would have that easily been a $100 loss. All right, well, that's going to call it for me for today. Classic. I guess I got saved by TOS and my bad execution sometime today. Again, look at coin selling off. This is why you guys got to stop out. When a ticker no longer is doing what you were hoping for, you got to close the position. So basically, I went up for the retest, and that's why I wanted to close it. So hopefully coin keeps selling off. Maybe we're going to get a huge dump before earnings. That could be a really good entry. So I'm going to keep an eye on coin for a possible re-entry coming up. All right, that's going to wrap up my trading day here for sure. I'm going to keep watching a little bit longer what's going on and see if we can document some of these trades with you guys here. But wow, that was a nasty finish to the day. So EFSH, I had kind of higher hopes for this ticker at the open, to be honest. I really thought we were going to get some sort of push that was a little bit more promising, but unfortunately we didn't. EFSH. So we've traded this ticker before in the past. I guess for a Monday, it wasn't the worst action. I mean, we still, in theory, got 4 tickers that popped up. Unfortunately, none of them were really that tradable at the open. Also, for example, on LLAP, which was, for me, the best ticker at first, I was up 300 on this one. Also just kind of died out and fizzled out. So again, just not the most exciting situation. How long was this run? This was like 33 to like 43. I don't know, like 10 minutes at best. Wow. Look at this. This is crazy. Look at Bitcoin right now. Good thing we sold our coin position. Huge sell-off on Bitcoin. Intraday sell-off. So let's check out the 5-minute. Yeah, you can really see it here on the 5-minute. Just a big old red candle. So kind of had that failed breakout here. Very, very sad. So I'm going to wait for a possible move under $70. I don't really see a rush to get back into coin just yet. We'll see what happens. Jamie also selling off. We had another ticker here that I tried to trade pre-market, but it didn't really amount to anything. ENSC. So this ticker had just a ridiculous gap down event. I think there was a reverse split, and then there was probably an offering or something like that. We were basically trying to trade some of the bottom balance activity, but didn't really amount to anything. So I'll just go ahead and kind of share this one as well. Very weird price action. ENSC, but worth quickly trying to take a stab at it. You just never know. Sometimes it's the weirdest tickers that end up being the best ones. So that's why I don't stay too focused on the news or anything like that, because that just creates a bias, and then all of a sudden you're not trading one of the best tickers for no reason, and blah blah blah. So ENSC, this one also had like a 10 minutes a front side as well. But then around 10 minutes, it just lost all its steam. So one of those classic situations. And then I think the biggest kind of wiener ticker today was FWBI. Obviously, I'm the most red on it, but I just really hate tickers that pop and drop. I just find them so frustrating. So that's exactly what happened to this one. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so FWBI, I mean, also failed at the market open. But look at that 5-minute price action. I mean, come on, how ugly can it possibly get? So, am I surprised the way this ticker performed? No, not really. SONN back above VWAP. I wonder if anyone thinks it's worth trading. So let's go to SONN quickly. This ticker is actually performing pretty good back above VWAP. It just has a lot of nasty flushes. But hey, it is above VWAP. Technically, it's kind of, you can argue and play. I didn't make a meme yet today. That's really what I got to be doing here. Nice pop. I feel like everyone in the YouTube is being very quiet today, suspiciously quiet. It's kind of funny. All the action is in the Discord today, so I'm like, what's going on? Man, that was a really nice move back over VWAP on SONN. Can somebody say FOMO? All right, while I generate some FOMO here for myself, I just really want to look at the stats today. So you can see it on Trade Journal or on YouTube right here, my IRA account. Oh, I missed some trades. So wait a second. Oh, this is my swing trading account. No. I am up $310 today. So yeah, I actually did miss one. My last trade was, what was it, my last trade? On EFSH. So let's pull this one up actually. I should have done a little bit bigger size on that last one, in all honesty. So let's just import these extra trades. Let's copy and paste them. We'll use Wizard, and let's do TD Ameritrade, and we'll just do Momo, our Momo portfolio. Obviously, coin is here, which I need to close, but that's the wrong portfolio, so I'm not gonna match it. So a little bit of a front side trade here. What were we talking about? We were talking about, oh my God, SONN is ripping. Woo! Oh, let me go put EFSH quickly in here. And, all right, let's just go back to SONN very fast. Wow. I got some SONN FOMO. Coin is still selling off. Absolutely amazing that we closed that ticker. I wish I closed it sooner, but whatever. You can't nail it. It's not really about getting that perfect top or bottom. I should have closed it when it was getting stuck around 34, and when it broke VWAP, I really should have closed it. So around like 73, I ended up closing at 72. Huge move there on SONN. I'm a little bit nervous trading this ticker right now because the EFSH just had, you know, a giant flush. LLAP had a kind of a pretty nasty flush. So you got, I don't know, it's a little bit sketchy, but there's opportunity for sure. Big push on the 9 EMA. I don't know if this is going to hold. 66 kind of holding. That bid there at 66 doesn't look too bad. Getting chipped there. $165 still holding. Wow, 165 held the fort for at least a little bit. Only 2 cents bounce. Oh, now it's back. Oh, and it just broke. Tough. Dang. Another one bites the dust. Legit. EFSH. There was some new Momo that came back, and then knowing it's a grinder. Of a breakout slash fake out match. Let's go to Wizard summary, finish Wizard, and let's pull up the stats as well. So yeah, I think SONN's done. 310 profit for the day and 53 cents. That's what you see here. And then if you minus the reg fees, which were $6, I'm at $304 a real profit. Win ratio of 61%, not that great, but a positive risk reward percent-wise, really good. Dollar-wise, okay. So that's really where the money's at as well. Like a really good risk reward. That's really what we all have to strive for. I didn't really size up today below $5,000 in average position size. That's not really good. Profit margin over 40%. That's nice. Anything over 30% is good. Typically, a green day will have like over 70%. But as you see, I kind of gave back quite a bit of profits. I made 700 and I lost 400. So that's not great. But it was a tough day. A lot of fake moves, so kind of stressful in that regard. At least it's nice that we're ending October on a green note. So I was up, what was I up? 278, then I went all the way back down to pretty much break even on the day, only down like, you know, up 40 bucks or so. And then we crawled all the way back into the green. And then finally, we got new high. But tough day today. Very tough day today. I'm going to do a lot of analysis on October. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to do analysis 2.0. Basically review my analysis. And then I'll come out with a post on Trade Journal. So if you guys want to see that post, I'm not going to come out with a video about it like I used to. I'm not going to come out with a video on my monthly recap. So if you want to check it out and you want to be notified, you want to get a little freaking icon notification here, all you got to do is follow my portfolio. So I can't see it myself, but you'll see a follow button here. Just go ahead and follow me and you'll get a notification when I come out with that post. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, let's actually quickly see the calendar here really fast. So October, it wasn't like my best month. I also was really sick last week due to food poisoning, so I took a bit off. Very slow. I mean, I made $1,200 last month, kind of embarrassing, but I think for the fact that it wasn't a good market, I didn't size up, and I was had food poisoning for one of the weeks, I'll take the $1,200 profit. Actually, this month I made well over $5,000, I think, from swing trading. I'll have to do an well, since the last trade went down, I'm not sure. Maybe around 5,000, not well over it. Maybe closer to 4. I don't know. I'll do analysis, and then I'll post that in my monthly recap as well. My swing trading, I'll add that to my monthly recap. So stay tuned for that, because I want to dissect the swing trading. Because swing trading this month was really where the money was at by far. There was just so many good opportunities. So I was happy that we were able to milk them as much as possible, and I'll take my small little green profit for the month of October. Last year, October was a red month for me. It was my first red month ever since doing the momentum account for about, portfolio for about 2 years. So that was kind of sad, but it was only red like $200 or something like that. I should have been sizing a little bit more today, that's for sure. Other than that, guys, stay tuned for a meme as well. I'm going to be posting it to Twitter. So if you're not following me on Twitter, check out Mr. Alex Winkler, and you'll see me there. Other than that, guys, I think I'll go ahead and call it for the day. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out. If you're totally new, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you part of the community. And like always, guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Have a great Halloween. Ciao, ciao, guys.